What is it that you are feeling anxious about? I've noticed a high level of anxiety almost everywhere I've been lately. What is it that's on your mind? The Bible talks about the kind of peace that always makes a difference. And honestly, peace, that really is what Advent is all about. Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7 have this to say: do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Don't you love these verses? And the peace of God, which passes all understanding, the kind of peace that makes a difference every single time, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. How can this be? Mary asked the angel, according to Luke's gospel. It must roughly translate to something like this. Wait, what? Conceive? Give birth? How can I have a baby? Everyone knows there's only one way to have a baby. We don't really know exactly how or when Mary told Joseph, but apparently it didn't go very well. Joseph, in fact, was crushed. The betrayal stung beyond words. How could Mary do something like this? He loved her. He didn't want to hurt her. But he couldn't take this kind of pain either. He wouldn't make a public scene, but he would break off the engagement, the equivalent of a divorce in the marriage process and customs of the day. You and I know what happened. There were angels and messages directly from God, and both Mary and Joseph chose to believe them, and they chose to trust. But you also know how people are. If Joseph had a hard time believing Mary's story, just think about their neighbors and customers and friends. Both Mary and Joseph must have been judged up one side and down the other. It wouldn't have been an easy 9 months. Do you think? It wouldn't have been an easy journey to Bethlehem by foot or by donkey. Wouldn't have been an easy parenting journey either. But Mary and Joseph continued to trust. They continued to stay faithful. The questions and the uncertainty must have continued to come too. And they must have continued to remember what God was up to, what they witnessed at work in their own lives. They must have thanked God for all that they had seen. They must have prayed to God and kept their focus right there where it belonged. We know the peace of God. You know, the peace that passes all understanding, guarded their hearts and minds, even in their most difficult moments. just as God has promised it will do in ours. What a difference that kind of peace makes. Peace, not as the world knows it, not as the world can give it either. No, Jesus says, the kind of peace that is really only available from me, the kind of peace that will make a difference every single time, day in and day out. That really is what this season of Advent is all about. And for sure, it is what Grace to Go looks like.